All right, well, let's get going. My name is Liz Dysart, and I'm with the Crawford Team at VIP Mortgage. I am a licensed loan officer, but primarily I help our agent partners with their business in marketing, lead generation, social media strategy, and all of the above. So I have been in the marketing side of the real estate industry for about 12 years and really just make sure that we know all of the current info to help our agent partners. So thanks for being here. Today, we're going to talk all about top tech tools for real estate in 2021. And for those of you that don't know me, you probably will find out that I am very frugal when it comes to most things in life, but especially with tools for real estate. I feel like we are sold so many products, both as real estate agents and as lenders, of things that you must have for your business that are going to change your business. And ultimately, a lot of the times they're just the new shiny object that doesn't produce the results that they promise. So these are things that are tried and true that I've been using, that I personally use. So hopefully you'll find something here today to implement to really help your business. So let's get into it. So I put this slide in here because I feel like, this is a funny little meme. A lot of agents get super overwhelmed by all the different options out there. And what it causes is like almost paralysis. They don't implement anything because there's so many choices. They don't know what to believe. And ultimately they just get frustrated. So feel free to run any systems by me at the end. I probably know a little bit about them, but here are my top 5. And then at the end, I'll give you a list of all of the ones that I like. And I will be happy to share this PowerPoint with you as well. So don't rush to take notes. So the first one, which has made a tremendous difference in my personal business and most of the agents that I coach, is one called the Reach app. And it is an app for iPhone only, unfortunately, but it's a mass texting app that delivers either actually text or emails, but as personal messages, and allows you to do it all in once to a group. That's what the app icon looks like there. You can find it on the App Store. And really what it does is it's a quick and efficient mass messaging app for the iPhone. It allows you to send personalized messages all in one go and save a tremendous amount of time. It does give you the option to send them as text messages or email messages. And one thing that I really love is it allows you to set up groups within there for quick access. So if they're contacts who you already have in your phone, like if you're going to set up a group for your sphere of influence, you simply give it the access to your contacts, and then you tap the ones you want to add to that group and add it. Super quick and easy. If it's people who aren't in your phone and maybe you don't want to put in your phone, if it's leads you're cultivating and don't know if it'll ever turn into anything, they do also allow you to import a CSV file. And those can be, a list of leads, past clients, neighbors surrounding a listing, something like that. As long as it's, scrub with the do not call list, you can import any list in there that you want. And when you send a message, they come directly from your phone number, which is great. A lot of the systems out there, it comes from a short code or a different phone number. And I just don't find that to be as effective. I really want messages to come to my phone, and I want to be able to respond to them from my phone. So they can respond directly to the text. It'll come right to you as an individual text, and you can start a conversation that way. You can also include photos, links, videos, Bitmojis, etc. So you can include links to a new listing that you have on the MLS, or information about a neighborhood there for a person to see. It does allow you to personalize the message with the person's name. Super easy just by hitting a little symbol. And I'll give you some examples of that in a minute. It is free for up to 8 contacts. So I definitely encourage you to download it and try it out for free. Use it with a group of your friends next time you're sending out a group message. Or it's $5 a month for unlimited messages, which I find is the best $5 you'll spend if you use it for lead follow-up, cultivation, and managing your database. Here's some examples of what it looks like. So as we talked about, you are able over here to set up groups and title them whatever you like and add people to them either directly from your phone contacts or from a CSV file. It does allow you to save message templates, which is one of my favorite things about it. So if you're using it for lead follow-up, you can have templates saved in there that you use every time, a few days after an open house or whatever. and just then click on the message and send it to whatever group you want. If you're crafting a new message, it allows you to type in the text, either hit the little swirl symbol for the nickname, so it inserts the person's name automatically for you. It does also have a relationship category, which some agents have used for neighborhood name or things like that. So those, it shows you visually how it personalizes it there. You can put in emojis. You can also put in graphics, photos, videos very easily just by adding it from your phone camera. And then as we talked about the group, so very easy interface. There's only 3 buttons at the bottom, super easy to use and navigate through, which is one of my favorite parts about it also. So here's some examples of how I've used it with my team. We have personalized graphics for holidays that we send out to our clients along with a little message. So here was one that I did. It says, "Hi, Mindy." So it personalized it with her name. "Happy Thanksgiving from the Crawford team. We appreciate you. As a reminder, if you've not already RSVP'd for our holiday agent appreciation event, please do so by visiting here." And I inserted the link, "Wishing you and your family a great holiday." And I was able to just pick the list and send it to everyone very quickly. Otherwise, I've done it where I just do little Bitmojis or memes that I send out to people. That way it seems very personal. It's not a kind of a stock message. So that's a very easy thing to do as well through the Reach app. Some more practical uses that I have seen agents do or helped agents do: create a group of your sphere of influence and send personal holiday messages. Super easy. And much more effective, I'd say, than sending a holiday email, although those are great too. I think, getting something on their phone that they're going to open will really bring a smile to their face. Works great for event invitations, works great for lead cultivation, as we've already discussed. For farming, you can get a list from your preferred title company that's already scrubbed with the do not call list. You can, import it in there via a CSV file. You can do a just listed, marketing message, just sold, or you could send a text with your Homebot link for all homeowners to check their home value and join your database. So that's a great one. We're going to talk about Homebot a little later. You can also do it for open house marketing, and you can also do it for video texting. And that's one of the ways that I think it's really cost effective, because most of the video platforms like BombBomb and things like that are significantly more expensive. So this allows you to send a video to a group of people for a lot, $5 a month instead of $99 a month. So some really great uses for Reach. I'll open it up to questions at the end, by the way. So if you have them, just either type them into chat or keep it in your head, and I'll be sure to get to you at the end. The next one is Buffer, which is both an app and a website. It is a social media management software, which allows for auto posting and analytics, or I'm sorry, not auto posting, scheduled posting and analytics. So when I talk to agents all the time, I hear that, managing their social media, figuring out what to post and when, takes up a tremendous amount of time for them. And this is a really great system because it allows you to plan all of your content ahead of time, create the posts, and then schedule them to be posted at a later day or time. And it allows you to visually see them as well, how they'll look, on your grid. And it allows you then to see the analytics after the posting, much more so than the platforms give you individually. So it, allows you to schedule them across multiple accounts. So you can do Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and even Pinterest. You can create the posts for all of those. And instead of having to post to each one individually, it goes to all of them. It integrates with the systems I listed here, including WordPress. So it does work for a website as well. It gives you great analytics on your post performance, which is helpful to see what's working, what's not working, what your audience likes to see. And it does cost $15 a month. So it's very cost effective. But the agents who I have implemented this with have been able now to batch it out where they're doing a whole month at a time. They spend, 3 hours once a month doing kind of their social media plan and program for the month. They create all of their content, they schedule it all out, and they never have to worry about it again. So that way, when they're going on social media, all they're doing is liking and commenting and engaging with their best people instead of having to worry about posting and content creation. So it does really help you be efficient with your social media. It's simple to use as well. It talks about, it has your different social accounts linked here: Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter. You just click on which one you want to go. And then you see, it allows you to batch the content out in a visual calendar. And then it'll show you the analytics here at a tab as well. So very, very user-friendly platform, awesome ratings, as you can see here. So definitely something to help save time with social media. All right, let's move on to the third one. The third one is called Raven, and this one's brand new. I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite tools to hit the market. It came out in January. We were one of the first lender partners to adopt this and offer it to our agents. So I'll send you a link afterwards to check it out and join under our account for free if you'd like. But what it is basically is it is buyer and seller matchmaking for real estate agents. And I know that sounds a little gimmicky, but the way I want to explain it to you is think about a dating site, but instead of for people trying to date each other, it's for buyers agents and selling agents, right? So if Natasha has a listing and she wants to get it out there, she can put her listing on Raven. And then if a agent has a buyer need, right, that they can't find a house for because inventory is so tight, they put that buyer need in Raven. And then as soon as any properties come on that match that buyer need, they get a push notification on their phone. You've been matched with Natasha, who has a listing matching your buyer, Bob. It's really cool. I love that because it takes, it actually proactively notifies you when there are matches for your buyers or for your listings, but also it enables your buyers to have full search access as well. And as we all know, Armless is not the best for buyers to search. They don't like it. They can't search really, right? You can put them on a portal and they can get notified of stuff, but oftentimes it's delayed or it's not the stuff that they want to look at, or they want to expand their search a little bit. And that's why so many consumers flock to consumer-facing websites like Zillow and Realtor.com and Redfin and all these other sites, because it gives them more access to the properties that they want to see. So Raven was built with this in mind, and they have a consumer-facing portal, a full search site for all of your clients to search on a branded search portal for free. So they can, just like a map search, just like Zillow, they can type in the zip codes that they like. They can do a circle of the area on the map that they want. They put in their criteria, bedrooms, bathrooms, whatever else, price point. And then they can save searches, save favorites, and you can see everything that they do. So it's a branded search portal. It's customized to them, branded to you, and it's free. And you can have as many of those as you want, which is great. So that's the seamless client interface part. But the great thing about it is that other agents can't see your buyer's information, which is great, right? So it protects your buyers. They're not getting sold to other agents as a lead. So all it will say, so if you put a buyer in there and an agent has a listing that fits your buyer, it's going to tell them just your info. Natasha has a buyer who meets your listing criteria, and then it puts you guys in touch. It doesn't ever put other agents in touch with your buyers. So it keeps them very safe for you. As we talked about, the buyer and seller matchmaking happens between the agents only. So it doesn't put the clients in touch for you to lose a deal, but it includes also active MLS listings all around the country, I want to point out. So if you have a buyer that's moving to California, you can put them on here and they can see everything. And then you can pass them off as a referral once they've already done some research. And then also it'll send you push notifications like we talked about. And that, is a really great tool, I think. Another great part of it is it really digitizes wants, needs, and plugs. So similar to office meetings in the past where somebody will stand up and say, hey, I have a client looking for a 5-bedroom house with horse property in Phoenix. Does anyone know of anything? That's office meetings don't really happen much anymore. And the Facebook groups that a lot of brokerages use are tough because there's so much content on Facebook that those things get lost oftentimes. So this is a really safe place, a virtual place for you to put those digital needs, wants, and plugs. You can keep them only within your brokerage if you want, or you can share them to everybody in the MLS. It's all compliant. They meet, all of the regulations of the NAR clear cooperation policy. So a good system to do that now. So some additional practical uses for Raven. As we talked about, securely share your needs, wants, and plugs with other agents. You get notified of matches on your listings or for your buyers. You can see what the actual buyer demand is for your seller leads and convert more of them into listings. This is the part that I love. Right now, it's maybe not as necessary as it will be when the market shifts because the buyer demand is so high. So pretty much every property has a higher buyer demand. But let's say the market softens a little and you have a client who you have a listing appointment with on Friday, right? And today's Monday. You can put their property into Raven as a coming soon or something under you. Again, they're not going to see the client information. They're not even going to see the address necessarily. They'll see that it's a property with, the criteria, however many bedrooms and bathrooms, whatever size, 1-story, 2-story, and this price point in this particular area. But it won't give them the actual address. And then you'll get matches all week long of this this buyer's agent has a buyer that matches your property. And so you can go into your listing appointment and say, hey, I've already identified 48 buyers that could have interest in your property. I've done research ahead of time, right? A lot of agents are not going into listing appointments with that type of data. So that really helps people win listings right now. It just is a way to set yourself out of the box and also, again, advertise nationally too, off of the places where people are going to get sold as a lead. So some other great benefits: unlimited branded IDX search portals for buyers. This is huge. I don't know, for those of you that don't have websites, a personalized website with an IDX search capability is usually around $59 to $99 a month for an agent to use. This doesn't have the full functionality of your own website. It is just a search portal, but you can brand it that way if you want. So, but unlimited clients you can add on there that get their own portals that can search and save with you. You get a buyer activity feed. So on your phone, if you can turn these off as well, but you can get notified when one of your buyers saved a property, they liked a property, you can have it set up to give you a push notification on your phone that they just added 4 new properties that they like. And that way you can be sure to follow up with them when they're thinking about it. Agent collaboration, we already talked about. It really helps collaboration to get deals done off market prior to hitting the MLS. Unlimited buyer and seller input. So it does ask them feedback on the properties, whether they like it or don't like it, whether they want to see it or don't see it, what they think the pricing is. So it allows you to give that feedback to your buyers or sellers. It automates the matchmaking process for you. So again, you're not having to, wait for buyers agents to come to your listing necessarily. It's going to notify them automatically. It does integrate with most every CRM out there, which is awesome. So if you already have a place where you keep all of your buyer leads, you can integrate them into Raven and offer them the search capability. And then their newest feature is an instant offer marketplace that's pretty incredible. It is an additional fee, but what it does is it allows you to basically search all of the instant offers at once. So if you have a seller, and this is something you could take to a listing appointment as well, you could go into a listing appointment and say, I already have 8 offers for you. And, they don't need to know that they're instant offers necessarily from the iBuyer companies, but it presents you with all of the data in a really clear way about this company will offer you this company will offer you this company will offer you this. So that's a really cool tool as well. So definitely love that. And Raven on your own, it is $30 a month for Raven Pro, which is all the features that we just talked about. Instant offers, an additional fee on top of that. But if you use a lender that has an account and go under them, it's completely free and you get all the pro features. So I definitely think it's worth trying out. And we would be happy to share our link with you guys after class. All right, so the next one is Videolicious. And this one I love. I think it's a really awesome tool. As we all know, video is king when it comes to marketing. Everything with video is getting tremendous more traction on social media and on the internet than things without. I think video views get 4 times, listings with videos get 4 times the views of listings without. because search engine optimization puts those to the top of the search. So this is a way to really quickly and easily put videos into your listings without doing a lot of work. Let's watch a quick demo on it here. It's pretty awesome. Oh my goodness. This worked when I tested it yesterday, so they must be having some issues. I can find it and send the link to you guys to watch the video after class. But basically what it does is it allows you to record a video using your smartphone. It actually allows you to use their scripts that are already in there, and it has a teleprompter that goes up across your screen, or you can create your own text and have it come up on your screen as you talk. You can add music, and then you can add photos after the fact as well. So say you're like, I have this great listing. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It has a beautiful newly remodeled kitchen. As you're saying that, you can add the photos so that those are going across the screen as you're talking, and add some music and the points where it's not. So it's a really, really awesome video tool, video app that's free. I would definitely check it out and make sure, you're utilizing it when you have new listings, or even if you just want to send a video to your database. It's a really awesome tool. So practical uses for Videolicious: listing videos, business spotlights, agent spotlights, neighborhood tours. This one's hugely popular right now, giving buyers an idea of what it's like to live in that neighborhood, and then putting pictures of the parks and the schools and everything as it's going through. Client testimonials, lead follow-up, post listing appointment or buyer appointment follow-up. This one's really cool. You could say, hi, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. It was so great to meet you yesterday. I really appreciate you taking the time to show me your beautiful home. As discussed, I think we could list your home for this price point due to all the comps in the neighborhood that we see. I'm very confident that it would sell very quickly, something like that. And as you're talking, you can have the comps kind of going through there. You can have any other data you want them to see. You could have your listing presentation show through. So that's a great practical use. Or you can see kind of like a looking forward to seeing you tomorrow video prior to a meeting. That one's a good one. And then client appreciation videos also work very well for this as well. Our event recap videos, things like that. All right, the next one is Homebot, and this is my favorite tool that's come to the real estate market in the past 4 years. My team added it about, almost 4 years ago now, maybe 3.5. And it's been the best tool that we've added. And we now sponsor, I think 65 real estate agents on it, and they have all found business from it as well. So I definitely think that it's something all agents should get on. It's free for up to 25 contacts, and there's a cost after that, which we'll talk to you about. But it is absolutely amazing. I feel like it's the best tool out there for homeowners to understand their equity position and what their options are with their house to maximize their wealth. And really, there's so many uses. I can show you guys a sample digest in just a minute here, but what it does, or the benefit for you as an agent, is that it sends a monthly email automatically to your database with a personalized home equity breakdown. So it's not a generic market update. It's not a zip code update. It is very, very, very specific to that client's property and to their equity position in that property. So you'll have clients with a lot of equity, and you'll have clients with little equity, right? Maybe not now because of our increase has been amazing the past couple of years, but their reports will look different. They'll have different functions and different areas in their report based upon their equity position and what their options are. It's super interactive for them. They can click on all these different buttons to get more information. It visually shows them their options and is color coded red or green. So it's very easy for them to understand, what's going on. If it's red, probably doesn't make sense. Green probably does make sense. So the report offers them all the different options with their equity. So the ways that they can really maximize their wealth using their equity. I'll show you an example of what that means in a minute. It gives them AirDNA info, which shows them what their home could rent for, and Airbnb or VRBO is a short-term rental. So based upon how many nights a month they would rent it, and if they'd make it basic or fancy, it shows them how much money they could make on a monthly basis and on an annual basis. And then if they applied that towards their loan, how many years they would take off of the life of their loan by paying it down. It also gives them info on average occupancy rates in their area, how many nights a month homes are like theirs currently rent, and then what the most expensive months are as far as how much you can charge for rent. So that's really cool. It also gives them lots of information on move up and investment property options. So this is my favorite part for agents, is that it gets your clients thinking like an investor, and it opens up a lot of conversations for you about how they can really, build equity, or build wealth through investment properties and equity. So those are really cool options. It shows them visually how much they paid towards their mortgage in principal and in interest. That's always hard for people to see because obviously it's so top heavy with interest at the beginning. But it does then also visually show them if, it would make sense for them to refinance. It's color coded green or red. If they want to pay a little bit more a month, it shows them how much they'll save off the life of their loan if they pay a couple $100 more a month. So it's a really, really cool feature, a really awesome report. It's been amazing. All of our agents who have put clients in here have gotten listing appointments out of it. My best success story was I helped an agent upload his database. He put 80 people in and got 6 listing appointments within 2 weeks. Just because I think the average consumer really has no idea what's going on with their own house and their equity position. And the media has so much misinformation out there about what's going on. So it's a really amazing system. On the loan side, we love it because we get a lot of refinances. It shows people visually when it's a great time for them to refinance. So really great for both us on the lender side and our agent partners to help them get purchase business or investment business. It's $2,500. I'm sorry. Wow. Not $2,500, $25 a month for up to 500 contacts. There is a free version for up to 25 contacts. So I encourage you try it out for free and then see if you want to upgrade to the $25 a month option. If you have more than 500 contacts, it's an additional $10 for each additional 500 contacts. So very cost effective. I have some agents who are using this as a farming tool now, where they'll input a scrubbed list into Homebot and they'll farm a neighborhood and send them their monthly report this way. So lots of great uses. Here's an example kind of what it looks like. It gives them the estimated value of their home. It shows them visually, if they hover over, how much it's changed, how much is up from when they bought it, what the net worth of that they have, based upon their equity position, and then visually when to refinance. There's a whole lot of other features that I'm happy to show you guys at the end if we have time. And that is, I'll dive into Homebot a little more as we go, but that's kind of it on, those were my top 5 for 2021, my top 5 tech tools for real estate. But I have a whole other list here of really great ones that I also love that didn't make it into here. So Altos Research, I'll touch on each of these quickly, is a market update report by city or zip code. And you can get it every week automatically. A lot of the title companies offer it. And it's really awesome. It helps you really talk, you're informed, and it helps you speak kind of correctly to clients about their specific market, because as we all know right now, markets are different. One zip code over can be a totally different market. Planoly is another one that allows you to visually plan, manage, and schedule your Instagram posts. Fresh Chat is a cool software. It's a modern messaging software to basically use chatbots to talk to your leads and warm them up before they leave your website, and then it'll automatically upload them into your CRM. So if you do a lot of online lead gen, that's a really good one. Unsplash is great. That's one for content creation. So it gives you really beautiful, free, high resolution photos that you can use and download for your marketing. Trello is an amazing one. I absolutely love it. It's a project management system. It allows you to visually organize your task list, add due dates, add others to collaborate. And really, it also is a virtual storage cabinet for you, because maybe you don't want to carry your computer with you everywhere. You're out on the go, you're on vacation, you're out to dinner, and a client needs something. You can pull it from anywhere you have access to your phone or an app or any website, because it is web-based. So it's great because that way you can put all of your files there and have access to them anytime. Zapier is basically, it automates an action in one app from another. So for example, if It'll push leads from your website into your CRM. It'll push leads from, any sort of provider into your CRM. And that way you're not having to double entry or manually enter those people in there. Canva is another one I use on a weekly basis. It's a really easy graphic design tool. It has thousands of templates in there to use for free that are already created for you. There's a lot of real estate ones in there, and a lot of social media ones, a lot of event invite ones, but it is amazing and free, super easy to use as well. The next one is Google Drive and Dropbox. I really think, again, you need to have a digital file storage system, and that will allow you to access your transactional files from anywhere. I've heard so many horror stories of people's computer crashing and not having access to things, and Google Drive or Dropbox really eliminates that fear. TaxBot is another great app. It basically does automatic mileage tracking for you and expense tracking. So it's really great as we're self-employed professionals to help us manage our expenses so that we can make sure to write everything off appropriately. So it's super easy. It tracks you as you go. You can take a photo of receipts in there so you don't have to keep everything, and categorize them right within the app. And then you can pull like a P&L at the end of the month with all of your expenses versus, with your mileage write off, and then you can add your income in there as well. RPR, if you're not familiar with that, is Realtor's property resource. It's my favorite way, and I think the easiest way to really thoroughly comp a property. It's all included as part of your AAR and NAR dues. So it's under the products tab in Armless. It's also a really great way to create customized reports for buyers or sellers that look like you spent hours of time finding all of this data when it literally just is a click of a button. And then the last one is WordSwag. It's the easiest way I have found to add cool text over photos or create like branded text images or quotes or things like that. It's really fun. You should check it out, and also free. So those are my absolute favorite tech tools for real estate. I can quickly get off this and show anybody a little demo of Homebot if they like, or Raven, which is the other new purchase business system that I talked about at the beginning. But if you don't have a lender partner that's helping you grow and offering you services like this, we would really love an opportunity to work with you and your clients. We are a top 10 lender in Arizona. We were top 3 actually for purchase volume for 2020. We're a small team, but we do high volume and really just pride ourselves on an exceptional client experience. So if your lender partner isn't serving you the way that you like, we would love a shot. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off screen share now and stop the video, but I'm happy to do a quick demo of Homebot and or Raven. If anyone would like to stay on, or I'm happy to answer any questions that you have as well. So thanks for coming, and I'll turn this off now.